Hello friends, welcome back to your UPSC. Today in Geography of India, we are going to complete the drainage system of India. So let's get started. So in drainage of India, we are going to do peninsular drainage of India. Okay, peninsular drainage system. So peninsular drainage system, it is transferred by a large number of river system which have existed for more longer period than the Himalayan river system. Okay, so the rivers of peninsular drainage system, they are older than the Himalayan rivers, such as the Krishna, Kaveri, etc. They are older than the Himalayan rivers. Okay. Now the Peninsular River, as such, they have reached the mature stage and they have almost reached the base level of their erosion. And this base level of erosion, as we have done in landforms, it is characterized by broad and shallow and very graded valley. Okay, so in Peninsular River system, we will see that the unlike Himalayan river system, the valleys are broad and shallow. Okay, the beds have subdued gradient except for limited tracts of rivers where faulting has allowed steepening of gradient. Okay, so except for faulted areas, we have very shallow gradient, subdued gradient. Okay, and if we see almost entire peninsula presents a senile topography. Okay, so senile topography which shows the features of mature drainage. Okay, so this proves that the peninsular drainage system has become a mature drainage system. Okay, and now if we see the velocity of water in the river and the load carrying capacity of these streams, the streams of peninsular drainage system, both of these things, they are low. The velocity is low and the carrying capacity, that is load carrying capacity, it is also low. First thing, because the rivers have reached the mature stage. Secondly, because we have low gradient, so the rivers form big delta at their mouth. Okay, so the carrying capacity is low, so the deltas as compared to the Himalayan rivers, they are very small. Okay, because the load that they carry, it is less, so the delta, it is formed by loading of sediments. Okay, so the load they carry, it is less, hence the deltas are smaller in size as compared to the Himalayan rivers like Ganga, Brahmaputra. We have Sundarban Delta, it is largest delta in the world, while in Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, we will see that the deltas are either not at all formed, or if they are formed, they are of small size. Okay, now if we talk about the evolution of peninsular drainage system, so there are two hypotheses assuming the formation of peninsular drainage system. So the first hypothesis assumes that the existing peninsula is a remaining half of the bigger landmass. Okay, so it is a part of a bigger landmass. The Western Ghats are located in the middle of this landmass, dividing the entire drainage system into two symmetrical parts. Okay, so the Western Ghats, they have divided the whole area into two symmetrical parts, and the entire drainage is also divided because of it. So the first part, it is flowing in the east and the other flows in the west. But the western part of the peninsula is disturbed by the symmetrical plan of the river. Okay, so it is disturbed by the symmetrical plan of the rivers on the either side of watershed during the early tertiary period. Okay, during the collision of Indian plate, see, when the Indian plate was collided, the second major distortion was introduced in the peninsular block, and because of this distortion, it was subjected to the subsidence and consequent trough faulting through the through which the main flow of west flowing rivers is formed. Okay, so we have the west flowing rivers like Narmada and Tapi, they flow in the faults. Okay, so in the fault line, the fault troughs, the rivers, the west flowing rivers like Narmada and Tapi, they flow. Okay, then another view is that the flow of or the behavior of Narmada and Tapi is exceptional behavior. So they believe that these two rivers, they do not flow in the valley formed by the rivers themselves. Rather, they have occupied two fault plains or alluvial filled rift in the rocks running parallel to the Vindhyas. Okay, so they don't have their own valleys. They are flowing in the they are flowing in the valleys that are formed by, they are flowing in the faults that are between the ranges, that is Vindhya and Satpura ranges. So these faults, they are supposed to be caused by the bend or shagging of northern part of peninsula at the time of upwelling of Himalayas. Okay, so these faults were formed due to upwelling of Himalayas. Okay, so these are the two concepts or assumptions of the evolution of the peninsular drainage system. Now we will look into peninsular rivers. So we have divided the peninsular river system into two. The first one is east flowing river and the another one is west flowing river. So in the east flowing river, we first have the Godavari. Godavari River, it is the largest river system of the peninsular India, and it is only next to Ganga and Indus river system regarding the sanctity and picture sequence and utility. Okay, so that is why it is referred to as Vriddha Ganga or Dakshin Ganga. Okay, now if you look into its tributaries are Penganga, Vardha, Vainganga, Indravati, and Sabri. So these are left bank tributaries, and the right bank tributaries, we have only one major tributary, that is Manjra. Okay. Now this Godavari, it originates from Trimbak Plateau, that is in North Sahyadri near Nasik. Nasik is in Maharashtra, so it originates from the Trimbak Plateau, and it covers the entire length of 1465 kilometers. Okay, so it is 1465 kilometers long. Now next we have Krishna River. Krishna River is actually, it originates from the north of Mahabaleshwar in the Western Ghats. Okay, so in the Western Ghats we have Mahabaleshwar, and so in the north of Mahabaleshwar, Krishna River originates, and it covers the length of 1400 kilometers. That is second largest, which forms or which makes it the second largest east flowing river. Okay, so the first largest east flowing river is Godavari. Godavari actually is the largest river flowing in the peninsular India, and the second largest river, which is east flowing, is Krishna. Now the important tributaries of Krishna are Koyna River, and Koyna River is actually famous for Koyna Dam. So this Koyna Dam is considered as the main cause of devastating earthquake in 1967. So in 1967 we had an earthquake, very devastating earthquake. The main cause of that is said to be the Koyna Dam. Okay, so Koyna Dam is on Koyna River. Now after Koyna River we have River Bhima, River Tungabhadra. Tungabhadra, Tungabhadra River, if we see, it is actually formed by the collision of two streams. Okay, so first one is Tunga and other one is Bhadra. So Tungabhadra River is formed by these two streams. So these two streams, they starts from the Gangamular in central Sahyadri. Okay, so they both originate from that area. Then next we have Ghat Prabha. Ghat Prabha is also an important tributary of Krishna River. Then we have Musi and Koyna. So these are the Koyna I have already written. Okay, so these are the important tributaries of Krishna River. Next river we have is Kaveri. It can be spelled both ways. Okay, this one is considered. It rises from the Brahmagiri range of Western Ghats. So in Western Ghats we have Brahmagiri range. So from these ranges we have the rise of Kaveri River. It covers the length of 800 kilometers. And if we look into its tributaries, then left bank tributary we have Herangi, Hemavati, Shimsha, then Arkavati. Arkavati, okay? So these are the four left bank tributaries. These are important tributaries. Then we have on right bank we have Kabani, then we have Bhavani, then we have Amravati. These are the right bank tributaries. Now lastly we have Mahanadi. Mahanadi, actually it literally means big river, okay? So it is important river of Peninsular India. It has its source from the foothills of Dandakarnya, that is near the Shewa in Raipur district of Chhattisgarh. Okay, so near Shewa we have Raipur district. Sorry, Dandakarna. It is in near Shewa, which is in Raipur district of Chhattisgarh. It covers the length of 857 kilometers. Okay, so 857 kilometers is covered by Mahanadi. And if we look into its left bank tributaries, we have Sheonath, then we have Hasdeo, then we have Ib and Mand. So these are the four tributaries of left hand tributaries of Mahanadi. And if we look into the right hand, we have Tel, Ong, and Jong. So these three are the right bank tributaries. Okay. Now these were the east flowing river. Now we will look into the west flowing rivers of Peninsular India. Now the west flowing rivers of Peninsular India. First we have Sabarmati. Sabarmati River, it starts from the Mewar Hills in Aravalli Ranges. It covers the length of 320 kilometers and its important tributaries are Hatmati, then we have Sedi, then Wakul. These are the important tributaries and we have other tributaries also. Next river is Mahi River. It starts from Vindhya Ranges. So Vindhyan Ranges, it covers the length of 533 kilometers and its important tributaries are Som, Ans and Pannam. These are the important tributaries. Then we have Narmada River. Narmada River, it rises from the Amarkantak Plateau in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, it rises from Amarkantak Plateau in Madhya Pradesh. It covers the length of 1312 kilometers. Okay, so it covers the length of 1312 kilometers, which makes it the largest west flowing rivers in the peninsular area. Okay, so it is largest west flowing river. Which one was the largest east flowing river? It was Godavari. Okay, now if we talk about its left bank tributary, we have Tawa, then we have Banher. Okay, so these two are the left bank tributaries, and the right bank tributaries is Hiran. Okay, so Hiran is the right bank tributaries. Now, on this Narmada River near Jabalpur, we have Dhuadhar Fall. Dhuadhar Fall is world famous fall, and it is also known as Cloud of Mist Fall. Okay, so it lies on this Narmada River. Now this river, it flows through the Rift Valley, which is formed between Vindhya and Satpura ranges. Okay, so as we have already studied that this river, it does not flow in its own valley, so it flows in the Rift Valley. Next we have Tapi or Tapti, whatever we want to say. It rises from Maltai Hills on the Satpura ranges in the Betul district of Madhya Pradesh. So on the Satpura ranges we have Multai. So from there Tapi river, it rises. It covers the distance of 740 kilometers and it is known as twin of Narmada River. Okay, so it is known as twin of Narmada River. Now if we look into its left bank tributary, we have Purna, Vegar, then we have Girna, Bari and Punjar. So these are its left bank tributaries, and if we talk about its right bank tributary, we have Betul, then we have Arunavati, then we have Ganjal, then we have Gomti River. So these are the right bank tributaries. Now, lastly, we have Looney River. Looney River, it is originated in the west of Ajmer in Aravali. Okay, so in Aravali ranges at the west part of Ajmer, we have Looney River. It covers the distance of 482 kilometers. Okay, so 482 kilometer. It covers the distance of 482 kilometers. It is also known as Salt River. It is known as Salt River because the water in it becomes brackish below Balotra. So as it flows after Balotra, the water of this river, it becomes very salty. Okay, and it is also known as Sagarmati. So Sagarmati, it is known in desert area. Okay, so in desert area it is known as Sagarmati. Now, because it has very low gradient, it flows through a wide plain. Okay, so it flows through a wide plain, and this wide plain, it has no marked valley. Okay, so it or very less marked valley. So it does not have any marked valley, and it flows on a wide plain. So these were the west flowing rivers of the peninsular India, and with this we cover the drainage system of the peninsular India. Now this is the distribution of these rivers on the map. So here we have Looney River. Okay, this is our Looney River. Then we have Sabarmati, then Mahi River, then Narmada River. It flows through between Vindhya and Satpura ranges. Then we have River Tapi. These two are twin sisters. Okay, here we have Damodar River. We have Brahmini, then Vainganga, and Mahanadi. Okay. Now, this is our Godavari, and its tributaries is Indravati, Penganga. Okay, then we have Manjira. Okay, this is our Krishna River, then Tungabhadra, then Bhima, then Hagari. Okay, then we have some rivers in the south, that is Pennaru River. Then we have Palar River. This is our Kaveri. This is our Vegai River. Okay, so these are the rivers of peninsular India. Now we will look into the multipurpose projects that are constructed on these rivers. So the first one is Hirakund Multipurpose Project. It is constructed on the river Mahanadi. Now it is constructed in the state of Odisha for the irrigation and hydroelectricity purpose. Okay. Next we have Pochampadu. Pochampadu project is formed on Godavari River, and it is in Telangana state for irrigation purpose. Next we have Jaikawadi. Jaikawadi project is also on Godavari River, and it is in Maharashtra state, and it is also for irrigation purpose. Next we have Nagarjun Sagar project. Nagarjun Sagar project is built on Krishna River, and here we have two states sharing the profit, that is Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. This project is for irrigational purpose as well as hydroelectricity generation. Next project that we have is Upper Krishna project. Upper Krishna project is formed on Krishna River, and it is in Karnataka, Karnataka state. And here we have Almaty Dam is being constructed, and it is for irrigational purpose. Okay. Next, we have Thungabhadra Multipurpose Project. As the name suggests, it is on Thungabhadra River, and it is a joint venture between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Okay, so it is a joint venture between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Okay, now this one is for irrigational as well as hydroelectricity generation. Next, we have is Ghat Prabha project. Ghat Prabha project is built on Ghat River. Now Ghat is a tributary of Krishna River. Okay. Now it is the joint venture of Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Same. And this one is just for irrigational purpose. Next we have Mal Bhima project. Bhima project is on Bhima River. Okay. And it is in Maharashtra. It is for Maharashtra, and this is solely for irrigational purpose. Now, like Ghatprabha project, we have Malaprabha project. Malaprabha is project is built on Malaprabha River, that is the tributary of the Krishna River only. Okay, so it is also for irrigational purpose. Okay, next we have Metur project. Metur project is on Kaveri River in Tamil Nadu, and it is for hydroelectricity generation. Next, we have Shiv Sundaram scheme. Shiv Sundaram scheme, it is on Kaveri Fall, that is in Karnataka, for hydroelectricity generation. Next is our Chambal project. Chambal project is built on Chambal River, and here we have Gandhi Sagar Dam in Madhya Pradesh and Ram Pratap Sagar, Rana Pratap Sagar Dam, and then we have Jawahar Sagar Dam or Kota Dam. Okay, so in this project we have these three dams, and this Chambal River. It is this Chambal project is built on Chambal River, which is the tributary of Yamuna River, and it is a joint venture between Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. It is for hydroelectric purpose as well as irrigational purpose. Okay. Next we have Kakrapur Kakrapara project. Kakrapara project is on Tapi River, that is in Gujarat, and it is for irrigational purpose. Next we have Ukai project, that is also on Tapi River in Gujarat for irrigational purpose. Then we have Sardar Sarovar Dam. Sardar Sarovar Dam or Sardar Sarovar project, sorry, it is on Narmada River, and here we have joint venture of four states, that is Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Maharashtra. Okay, so these four states, they are venturing for this project, and we have this project for irrigational purpose, hydroelectric purpose. Okay, next we have Mahi project. Mahi project is on Mahi River, and this is on Mahi River, and it is constructed on the state of Gujarat, in the state of Gujarat, and it is for irrigational purpose. Lastly, we have Matatila project, that is on Betwa River, and here we have joint venture of UP and MP. It is for irrigational purpose as well as hydroelectric generation. So these were the multi-purpose project of the Peninsular River system. Okay. Now, after the peninsular drainage system, we have inland drainage system in India. Inland drainage system is basically the rivers when they are not able to reach the bigger water body, that is sea or lake or ocean. So they constitute the inland drainage system. So in India, we have inland drainage system in the large part of Rajasthan desert and some part of Aksai Chin, that is Ladakh. Okay. So the river that we have in an inland drainage system is Ghaggar River. Ghaggar River is actually a seasonal stream, and it is most important river of the inland drainage system. Now it rises from the lower slope of Himalayas, and it forms the boundary between Haryana and Punjab. And after that it moves further in the Rajasthan, and it get lost in the dry sand of Rajasthan near the Hanumangarh district. Okay. Now it covers the distance of 465 kilometers. Now this river was earlier affluated was an affluent of Indus River. Okay, and its proof can be seen as the old channel is still trackable. Okay, so the dry bed of the old channel is still trackable. The main tributaries of this Ghaggar River is Tangri, then we have Markanda, then we have Saraswati River and Chaitanya River. Okay, so these are the main tributaries. Now, this river, as it is a seasonal river, it gets lots of water during the rainy season, and its bed become 10 kilometers wider. Okay, so 10 kilometers wider bed we have at places. Now, most of the streams they drained or they drain the western slope of the Aravalli Ranges and dry up immediately after they enter in the sandy arid area of the west of the range. Okay, and this river it get lost in the water. Sorry, not in the water. It get lost in the sand area. Okay, the arid area. In the arid area, it get lost. Okay. Now, after the inland drainage system, we will look into the basic differences of Himalayan river and the Peninsular River system. So the Himalayan river system, they get their name from the lofty peaks of Himalayas. Okay, so these are actually young rivers. Then we have Peninsular River system. They originate in the Peninsular Plateau and they are named after this Peninsular Plateau only. Now the basin, if we see there, these rivers have larger basin and the catchment area is large as compared to the Peninsular River system. The valleys, because we have the high speed, we have young the rivers that flow, they are in huge stage because they actually originate from the steep slopes. So their velocity is very high. That is why the valleys that they form, they are deep valley, steep valley, and they form gorges. Okay, and if we look into the peninsular river system, we have already studied that the valleys that they form are shallow. Now, if we look into the drainage system, these rivers, they are example of antecedent drainage system, while the peninsular river system, they are the example of consequent drainage system. Okay. The Himalayan rivers, they are perennial river in nature. That is the water that flows. It is flowing throughout the year in these rivers. While the peninsular river system, they receive water only from rainfall. So the water in these rivers, it flows in rainy season and winter season. They dry up in hot seasons. Okay. Now, if we look into the stage, these river flow across the Yangfold mountain, and they actually have youthful stage, the Himalayan rivers, while the peninsular rivers they actually flow from the old plateau, so they have acquired a mature stage, and their as we have seen that their valleys they are shallow, okay, and their gradient is also low. Now these rivers, Himalayan river, they form big deltas, and mouth their mouth of the river we have big deltas, okay, like we have Ganga Brahmaputra delta, while the smaller deltas are formed in peninsular river system. In the case of peninsular river system, we have smaller deltas. Now if we look into the meandering of rivers, the upper reach of the Himalayan river, they are highly tortuous, that is they are having very high velocity. Okay, when after that when they suddenly reach the plain, there is a sudden reduction in the speed of the flow of water, and under such circumstances these river form meander, and they often shift their bed. Okay, so the Himalayan river they often shift their bed because of meandering, while the peninsular river system, if we see, they are hard rock surface and non-alluvial character of the plateau. It permits little scope for the formation of meandering river. Now, as such, the rivers in the Peninsular Plateau, they form more or less straight course. If we look at them, they form straight course because the peninsular area, it is having a very hard rock structure. So this was the difference between Himalayan and Peninsular river system. And with this, we complete our drainage system of India. So that was all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's lecture. Let's meet in our next class. Till then, take care and have a nice day. Thank you.